Hey everyone, it's Tyler, the Antenna Man, and today I'm going to review the Winegard Boost XT Pro preamplifier. It's Bluetooth enabled with a built-in signal meter that can be accessed right on your smartphone with the Winegard connected app. How well does it work? Stay tuned to find out. If you're a cord cutter or use an antenna, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, but don't only subscribe, hit the bell icon so that way you receive a notification whenever I post a new video. Before I get into this review, I need to explain how preamps work. They usually come in two parts. The preamplifier portion here goes up at the antenna with a short coax cable, and then this power inserter here gets connected inside and supplies power through the coax cable to the preamp. This way, you don't have to run a power cord to where your antenna is located. In many situations, a preamp can actually improve your TV reception because there is a small amount of signal loss in every foot a coax cable is run. In some situations, this small amount of signal loss doesn't matter if your signals are fair to strong and you have a good antenna. But if you have weak signals, there is a good chance you may be losing some channels or at least be impacting the reliability of what you get now with signal loss in a long coaxial cable. What exactly is a long coaxial cable? It really depends on what kind of antenna and coax cable you're using. A cheap RG59 cable is going to have more signal loss than a quality RG6 or RG11 cable. In this video, I tested the preamp with a 50-foot quad shield coax cable. The Winegard Boost XT Pro is very different than most preamplifiers on the market. It has a Bluetooth-enabled signal meter that can be accessed on the Winegard connected app right on your smartphone. Moving an antenna as low as a few feet can have a huge impact on reception, and the one built into the Winegard Boost XT Pro lets you know what channels you get before you lock down the location of an antenna. Here's a quick demo of the signal meter feature. I noticed the quick channel scan tends to show more channels than what's actually picked up by my TV set. This is so that you can click on important channels like the major networks and see the signal levels even if they are too weak to be fully locked in. You typically want at the very minimum a 15 dB signal noise ratio for the TV station to be locked in. Obviously, the higher the number, the better. Winegard has a color range with this signal meter. When the signal level is red, it usually can't be locked in. Yellow can be locked in, but is a bit marginal. Green is what you want to shoot for. Just as a heads up, this signal summary screen is not exactly accurate. I don't get 93 channels, however I do get about 48. Winegard says this happens if you have multiple towers broadcasting the same channel number, which is definitely the case for me, as I live between multiple TV markets. Additional features of this Winegard preamp includes a 20 dB twin amp technology which amplifies VHF and UHF signals separately, an ultra-low noise figure at about 1 dB, and the ability to be used with any non-amplified antenna. Here's a diagram of how the preamplifier should be set up. You connect it to your antenna with a short coax cable, then a power inserter goes after the long cable that runs inside your house close to the TV set or before any splitters. Winegard tells me that the Bluetooth range of the signal meter is about 30 feet. If the power inserter has to be placed further away inside, Winegard recommends using a small USB power bank to power this power inserter closer to the antenna while you check the signal with the signal meter app. If you plan to connect multiple TV sets, make sure to place any splitters after this white power inserter. I must say that the signal meter feature is amazing. You can clearly see how the signal level changes on certain channels as you move the antenna around. This in turn will enable you to find the best spot where the antenna gets as many channels as possible with the best reliability instead of just installing in a random spot, pointing it, and hoping for the best. To test this preamp, I connected it to a small outdoor antenna with a 50-foot coax cable. Here's the signal level of the local MeTV channel without the preamp. The signal is around 50% with dropouts every 10 to 15 seconds. When I added the preamp, the signal level didn't increase, but the reliability definitely did. The dropouts completely went away. Here's the signal level of my local CBS station without the preamp. It's mainly a jumbled mess of pixels. When I added the preamp, the signal level increased to produce solid picture and sound. Here's the signal of my local Fox channel without the preamp. When I added the preamp, the signal level was about the same and nothing seemed to change. As you can see, in my situation, this preamp improved the reliability of some weaker channels. I was very generous with my testing considering I used a high quality RG6 coax cable that was only about 50 feet. In situations where the cable quality isn't as good, if the run is longer, or if any splitters are used, the preamp would have improved things even better. The signal meter feature is very good as long as you know how to use it. Instead of looking at the total number of channels, select maybe 4 or 5 of the channels you watch the most, like ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, and monitor the signal levels as you move the antenna around. For any of you in a fair to weak signal area with an unamplified antenna installed outside or in the attic, this preamp may significantly improve your reception. It's definitely worth trying out, especially considering you get a great signal meter feature included with it. Now, if you already installed an amplified antenna or are currently using a preamp up at your antenna that works fine and would want to use the signal meter on its own, Winegard does sell it by itself. I include a link to it in the description of the video. Now, I want to make it clear that a preamp like this may not improve your reception if you do not have the right antenna for your location. A preamp will only grab what's hitting the antenna. If adding one does not improve reception, you may need a larger antenna. Feel free to use my YouTube channel as a resource to research antennas. I also offer antenna recommendations specific to your area on my website at antennamanpa.com. I run a reception report at your location, take a look at the frequency, signal strength, and even tree coverage, to determine what antenna would work best for you based on my experience testing out over 100 antenna models and actually installing them in 4 different TV markets. Thanks to Winegard for sponsoring this video and giving me the opportunity to review their great preamp and signal meter. An additional thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon or as a member of my YouTube channel. If my videos helped you cut the cord, get better reception, or if you just think they're cool and would like to help support them while gaining exclusive perks, such as behind the scenes content, access to my videos ad-free 1 day early, and direct contact with me, visit patreon.com/antennaman or click the join button in this video, and you can also click the thanks button. This is a new feature YouTube just released. If you're on Facebook, you can like my Facebook page at facebook.com/antennamanpa. Don't forget the PA. If you're not on Facebook and would like to receive email updates whenever I post new videos, feel free to sign up to my email list. I include a link in the description of the video. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more cord cutting and antenna related videos, and have an awesome day.